Yarny friends, this is Stephanie with Stephanie's Yarn Escape. Thank you for joining me today, Sunday, May 16th, 2021. This is episode number 39. This is a crochet podcast where I take you on my yarny adventure and share with you the shenanigans I got into this past week in hopes that you find some sort of inspiration. So grab your favorite beverage, prop those feet up because you absolutely deserve to. Enjoy what I have to share. So it's been a couple weeks since I've recorded an episode. I've worked on numerous things. I feel like there should be more on my table than what I actually have because I feel like I've got lots of stuff going on. But I also have things going on with Christy from Crochet Creations by Christy on the No Filter Fibercast that we do. So I have those whips going on too as well. So I got lots going on. We're going to dive right into it. The first pattern that I'm working on is the Let It Snow blanket. I've shown this to you guys multiple times now. It's getting there, I promise. This is from Annie's catalog. I purchased the Christmas catalog, and this is designed by Brianna Kepner. So I wish this got more love than what it actually has in the past couple weeks. It's upside down. Let's try that again. So here it is so far. I've got some ends to weave in there. I'm down to one bobbin, and that's the top of it. And here's where I was last time that I showed you guys. So I put quite a few rows on it. I was hoping to get another chance to work on it again, but I did not. So it's getting there. Here's the other side. So excited. So I have a little bit of the top there to finish off. This piece will be done, and then I can do the plaid border, which I'm not going to do it the same way that they have on their pattern. I'm going to do it a little bit differently than what they have. So I'm excited to get that started. Hopefully I get to work on this a little bit more. The yarn I'm using for that, I switched out from what they were using. They are using a super bulky Bernat Softy Chunky. You needed 22 balls for this project, and that can get quite costly. So I substituted out for 5 bulky. So my blanket is actually going to be a little bit smaller. I'm using Big Twist Classic. It's 690 yards, 100% acrylic, and it's a 5 bulky. Excuse me, in black, gray, and then you'll see white in the border. Loving this yarn. It's so soft and squishy. I ended up, once I started this project, I ended up buying more colors. On one of mine and Christy's shopping nights, I ended up purchasing more colors because they were on sale. So that is one project. I did start 2 new projects. One of them is for Rose from Rose Likes to Crochet. She's doing donations for wings, where you basically, every month is a different theme. You make that theme for the month, and then you send it in, and she gives it, donates it to wings. So last month I did the headbands, but this month is diaper bags, and I decided to pass on that one. And next month is lightweight shawl. So I decided to get started on that. And here is my lightweight shawl that I started for that. And this gorgeous purple color. This is the Pixie Shawlette by Moogly. I discovered it on Pinterest, and it's free on her blog. I think you could pay for the printed version. I'm just sticking with the free version. Loving it so far. Love this color. I'm sure when I send it into Rose, she's going to love it too, because purple's her favorite color. The yarn I'm using is Amazing Lace in Eggplant Trellis. Such a gorgeous purple color. This is a 1 superfine, 1017 yards, 70% acrylic, 30% nylon. So I definitely don't need all of this to complete this shawlette. What my plan is once I get the shawlette completed, I will go ahead and start another shawl out of this yarn as well too, and just keep going till I'm out, or it's time for me to send in the shawl I would like to send it in about mid-June for her. So that is the game plan for that. Love working on this. This yarn is very soft and nice. I love it. So yes. And I'm keeping that in my T-Doddles mini maker bag that Christy from Crochet Creations gifted me at Christmas time during our 12 days of gnomes. It fits in there just perfectly. Love, love, love it. So that was one start. And I actually do have another item that I started. I actually would like to start a couple more items too. I finished some, start more. It's okay, right? It's fine. So my local yarn shop is having a contest. She does these contests pretty often actually, and I don't participate in all of them. My local yarn shop is called Lisa's So Crafty. And so what she does is she spotlights a yarn. You get it at a discount, and you can make any project that you want as long as it contains that yarn. So you can mix it with other yarns, hold it double, I mean, whatever you want, as long as it contains that yarn. So, and then she shows a picture of the yarn. So I was feeling inspired by it, and I started doing some searching. She gave the specifications of the yarn. And so I did some searching, and I found this one sweater that I wanted to make my daughter. I ended up purchasing it from Etsy, and then I went over to the yarn shop and got the yarn, and then come home, and then went to start the pattern actually just last night. And Friday night I went to start the pattern, and I wasn't too excited about it. I have a hard time reading patterns ahead without doing them because it doesn't make sense to me. But upon looking at pictures of the pattern, it looks like the area across the chest goes across the arm as well too. So I know my daughter wouldn't like that if it was just one piece and it looks like it splits off right about here for the sweater. Don't know if that's actually the case, but upon looking at it, I was like, oh, I don't know about this. And I didn't want to get started and get that far and realize that I didn't want to do it because of that, because I know my daughter won't like that. So I ended up deciding not to do that sweater for the contest because you have to have the item done by the end of June. And I've got lots of whips going on and stuff, and it's nice out and stuff. So I'd hate to get so far and then not be able to do it and be rushing to find something else. So I just went ahead and decided I was just going to find a different sweater. So I did that, and I decided I'm going to make this sweater here. Not in these colors. This is Cheeky Rainbows. It's a Raglan crochet sweater by Dora Does, and I purchased this off of Ravelry. Comes in multiple sizes, and you can purchase a different pattern for adult sizes too. So you can make a mommy and me matching set, which I think would be fun, which more than likely I'll probably do later in the future. So the kids' sizes come in 6 different sizes, ranging from 2 years to 12 years. So she has this very detailed, tons of notes at the beginning. I'm only 6 rows in, I think, and I am not having any issues at all with reading the pattern. So I'm liking how it's turning up. I wonder if there's more pictures of the sweater. No, it must be on. I saw other pictures of the sweater. It must be from the Etsy listing that she has other pictures, but they're not in the pattern. So I got that started. And let me tell you, and you'll see more about this yarn too in my yarn enhancer video because I purchased the yarn. The yarn I'm using is Debbie Bliss Railtoe Luxury Sock, and these gorgeous colors. They have multiple colors, but when I went to the shop with the other pattern, I needed at least 2 balls of this, but I was looking for 4 because I wanted to color control the sleeves, so it matched up with the body. So but there was no one color that had 4, so 3 was my option, which is okay. I'm not going to use all the yarn. This sweater here uses less yarn, and so I end up purchasing 3 of them. I'm only really going to need like 1.5, but like I said, I want to color control the sleeves to match up with the body as best as I can anyways. So if it doesn't work out, that's fine. So I got these, and it is 75% wool, 25% polyamide. The color's 20. There's no color names. And there are 437 yards on one of these balls. So I have plenty. And then with the initial pattern that I was going to do, I wanted to do the collar and the cuffs to the sleeves and the bottom of the sweater a different color. So I purchased this yarn too, which I already caked up. It was in Hank. And this is this yarn here. It is Amble Wandering Souls by the Fiber Company. And this is a fingering weight yarn, 355 yards. 70% wool, 20% alpaca, 10% nylon, and the colorway Scaffold Pike. So I thought that was a good contrasting color. So what I'm going to do for this pattern is my main color for the body of the sweater where the gray is going to be this yarn here, the different colored yarn. And then I'm going to put this yarn here into where the rainbow part is, into the V's. I'm going to alternate it with the main color as well too. It makes sense in my head. Saying it may not make sense, but you'll see. So I have till June 30th to have this done. And then what you do is you take it over to the shop and she displays it, and people go in and vote on the project that they like the most. And then I believe you win a gift card. I'm not sure what you win. I'm assuming a gift card. I don't know. I'm in it just for the project. So I did get it started. My daughter's pretty excited about it. I'm not too far. I was a little distracted. But here it is so far. Loving how the colors are working up. And then I started on the color section with the secondary color there, which I think is perfect. I was on the fence of what color I wanted to do, and I'm glad I went with this one here, because I think it goes ever so nice, especially holding up in these lights. It goes so nicely with this. So I just got that row started with the contrasting color. Very easy pattern to follow. I highly recommend it. Like I said, I would like to make more in the future for Mommy and Me sets for me and my daughter as well too. And may I note that I'm holding it in this bag here, which, yes, this is a new bag to my bag collection. You'll also see more details about this in my enhancer video. But this I purchased off of Kim from the Crafty Nomad. I saw one of her episodes a while ago, and she showed that she had made one, and I contacted her. I'm like, can I get 2 of those? And she said yes, and they are here, and I instantly put it to use. So, excuse me. So that is project number 2 that I started this week. I do have to get started on my Attack of the Amigurumi project, and there's something else I wanted to start, but I can't think of it. And then I have another project I'm going to be starting with, that I'm doing with Christy from Crochet Creations by Christy for our No Filter Fibercast. So lots of things going on. Speaking of Attack of the Amigurumi 2021, I did not start my project yet. So this month is Zoo Animals, and it's being housed in this bag here that my mama made me. So this month is Zoo Animals, and I'm doing a giraffe. And it hit me the other day when I was on knit night with my friends that it's about mid-month. So I got to get started on it. So my plan is to probably start on it tonight and get working on that. So I'm going to do a giraffe in these colors here. This is I Love This Yarn in the colorway Light Taupe and Brown. And I think I need a different color for the snout too. So the giraffe is going to be made in those colors. The pattern I'm going to use, I finally picked out the pattern, is by, where did I write it down at? Jess Huff. Yeah, Jess Huff. It's free on her blog. Ginny the Giraffe is its name. I'll be sure to link it down below. It's free on her blog. And so, yes, I got to get that started. And then, so for those that aren't familiar with it, Attack of the Amigurumi 2021 is a crochet challenge. Oh my goodness, I'm distracted by the fuzzies from the yarn flying around right now. Attack of the Amigurumi 2021 is the challenge that I'm doing on my Facebook group. Every month is a different theme. You make what's in that theme, and you have a chance to win a prize. And this month's prize is a skein of Karen Simply Soft, which is one of my favorites, in the colorway Celestial. It's this pretty blue color. There's going to be a stitch marker on here. I know I said in my last episode that I will have some made, and I forgot to make them until I pulled out all my stuff for this episode. So I got to make stitch markers very soon, but there will be a stitch marker on there. So I'm enjoying seeing everybody's projects on there. It's very exciting. I'm getting some ideas. I'm also, the goal of the challenge was to work on my amigurumi skills, and it's working because I'm getting better with tension and different techniques on that as well too. So what else is happening? Well, let me tell you. I have some finished items. So the first item I have finished, and I'm very excited to have finished, is my corner to corner velvet blanket. It's done. I showed you guys this blanket for how long now, and it is finally done. So it's very long, and I wish it was a little bit wider, but that's okay. Very soft. It's, like I said, it's very long, and I wish I made it a little bit wider because I feel like it's longer than it is wide. So I'm done. I'm not going to add any more to it. It is what it is as of right now, and that's where it's going to stay. So this is just a corner to corner stitch, nothing fancy. Works up gorgeously, very soft. And let's see here. The yarn I used for that is, now this is Bernat Baby Velvet. I didn't use this for the whole thing. I used actually just Bernat Velvet, and I just need a little bit of this to finish off the white. And then I use this Bernat Baby Velvet and Terracotta Rose, and I still have this much left. So I was hoping to be done with this and get rid of all this yarn. I could put a border on it with this, but like I said, I'm leaving it as is. It's 100% polyester, 4 medium, and this is Terracotta Rose. I got this on clearance when I stopped at Joann's one time last year. Just by chance, I stopped in to see what they had, and this was there on clearance, so I grabbed a bunch of it, and I have one skein left. So maybe I'll make a amigurumi or something out of it too, because I've seen a lot of amigurumi made out of this, so that would be interesting to see. That's done. I also finished the 1 month, was it last month? Oh my gosh, I can't remember. The month that had the household pets. I believe it was last month. Oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank, guys. Time has just gone by way too fast. It may have been March. I don't know. The month with the household pets. I apologize. I can't remember which ones I've picked. I made a brown cat, Mr. Purrs a lot. My daughter liked it, but she wasn't a huge fan of the colors, so she requested one in purple. And I made her one in purple. And so I finished this up last week, so I've been hiding it from her for a little over a week now. And so I'm excited to finally give it to her. I know she's going to love it. This is the pattern that I did. And this is by, I always forget the name, Chronically Crocheting. Purchased it off of Etsy, so it's a paid-for pattern. And yeah, it turned out so cute. So the yarn I used for that is Big Twist Classic in the colorway Purple Multi. It's a 5 bulky yarn with tons of halo, which means this cat is super squishy. It turned out lovely. And there are 420 yards in this. And then for the ears and the tail and the nose, I doubled up Karen Simply Soft in Plum. And so I did her eyes, the white part, and then the center is black, and then I did one round of purple, white and black, just stuff I had in stash, and some whiskers on there. I almost forgot to put the whiskers on there. I finished the cat on knit night one night, and I was like, I'm done, and then they said something about the whiskers, and I was like, oh, I didn't put whiskers on, so I had to hurry up and put whiskers because it's a cat. So she used large safety eyes. I just use crochet eyes. My daughter likes the crocheted eyes better for projects because she says she can snuggle with them when she's sleeping and she doesn't have eyes poking her. So I've been making my crochet projects with the crocheted eyes just in case she claims my stuff, which she does a lot. So it's all done. I can't wait to give it to her. She's going to love it. Very, very excited. And so last week was Mother's Day, and it was really, really rainy here. It rained all day long. And I was just kind of trying to have a lazy day and spend some time with my daughter and my husband and stuff. And she come up to me and she's like, what do you want to do? And I'm like, well, it doesn't matter. And so she said, do you remember those gnomes that we started making? I said, yes. She's like, how would you like to finish them? I said, that's actually a really good idea. So I got all this stuff out and we finished 2 gnomes. And they're glued to these wooden bases. And they have flowers. Everything's just glued to it. That's a flower there, and that's his beard, and some twine there. And their yarns are made of yarn. Their yarns, his beard's made of yarn. And then there's a flower on this one, a braided beard, a little flower up top. So, she helped me for the most part. We made the bodies and the hat a while ago with the knit machine because I got the knit machine. And she really enjoys that. So we've been using the knit machine. And then we made the bodies and hat a while ago. So that's what she was talking about when she said, do you want to go ahead and finish those? So I had some decorating things I've purchased off of Amazon in the past. And things that I found. I've used twine for, other projects. Other crafting projects. You just pull out your craft box and you see what you have in there. And so we attached it, and I got the faux fur for the beard. I got the faux fur for my gnome beards. And I went ahead and I was going to cut the beard. I attached the hat, and you're supposed to attach the beard before you attach the hat because you curve it around the nose. And I had already attached the hat. So we had to do a yarn beard, and that's about when my daughter ditched me. She's like, okay, now I'm gonna go do something else. So I had to sit there and cut the yarn and put it in to his little body, and I separated the yarn to make it more fluffy and stuff like that. So I thought they turned out really cute. Love them, love them, love them. And I have plans to make another gnome soon. So I'm just on this gnome kick. I think they're thick and cute. Hopefully I can get started on the other gnome. Like I've showed you guys all the projects that I'm working on with the plans to start some more. And then I have projects going on that I'm doing with Christy from Crochet Creations by Christy. I don't know if I'm losing my mind wanting to start all these things, but we're probably going to do that. And that's okay. Things will get done when they get done, right? Okay. I do have another finished item though. And it is, I'm very excited about this one. This is my first solo design item, and I'm super excited about it. So for those that followed me know that I designed a Grandma's Forever hug and with Christy from Crochet Creations by Christy last year. And then we did Grandma's mini, Grandma's Forever Hug Mini, the kid version. So, and my goals for this year was to design 4 patterns. And we're almost to the halfway point of the year, and this is my first one. It's okay. I don't want to pressure myself because I want the items to be gorgeous things that you want to make. So what I did is I took you're going to hear rustling. Let me find it. Hold on. It's housed in this bag my mom made me, and I've got all sorts of debris. Oh, hopefully I kept it. Oh, it might not be in here. But it's what it is the mini skeins from Toad Hollow that Christy gifted me from the 12 Days of Gnomes. It's 5 mini skeins, and I felt inspired from them and wanted to make something. And I ended up designing my own little scarf. It's called Infinite Escape. Right now it's still in the, I just released it to my testers, which just sent it to my testers Friday. So look at it. Very excited about it. This is my first one. I want to make more of these in different colors. Very excited. So yes. And so you'll be seeing a challenge with this coming up shortly once I get it back from my testers and the finishing touches on it and it's released and yada yada yada. So you'll see more regarding this soon. I'm so excited, guys. This is my first solo design, and I did it, and I'm very proud of it. Like I said, this is 5 mini skeins. It could be worked in different, whatever you want, basically. Whatever you want. So I have some other mini skeins I want to use for it, and I also have some solids and stuff that I want to make out of it. Just want to make a bunch of these because I love the pattern so much. Because I designed it. It's my very first. So be on the lookouts of that. Like I said, I'm calling it, as of right now, unless I change it, it's called the Infinite Escape. And it's very lightweight. And I'm very excited. So I think the mini skeins had 92 yards each. And I used 4 for the body of it. And then I used the 5th one for the border. So I end up with some left over. This is what was left over of the 5th mini skein. So I was thinking, you know, when with designing, you do a lot of thinking. So you can make this longer if you follow the pattern. You know, the way it, you know, if you follow the pattern, you can make it any size you want, really. You can make it smaller. You can make it bigger. So, yay! I'm very excited. You can make it longer so you can wrap it around twice, maybe. I don't know. The possibilities of this. I never thought, you know, years ago that I would design my own pattern. So this is a huge accomplishment. That's why I'm so so giddy about it right now. This is a huge accomplishment. Years ago, you know, I started crocheting long time ago. And so even 7 years ago, I never thought I'd design a pattern. I thought I would just be the one that does, you know, follows the patterns. And, you know, I started following YouTubers, the Yarny YouTubers, and I never thought that I would have my own YouTube channel. And here I am. And now I'm designing. So I'm so excited to see what the future holds in my Yarny endeavors. And I appreciate everyone's support. Good vibes, comments, participating in the challenges. That's what drives me to do the things that I do, and the madness of creating all these things and starting all new things when you've only finished a couple and starting 6 and stuff like that. So it all works out in the end. I am enjoying it. I'm having a blast. I love sharing with you guys my makes. And I'm glad you guys like seeing them. And the end result is inspiration, feeling the urge to, oh, she made that, so I'm going to make it too. And share that stuff with me on my Facebook group. I love seeing everyone's stuff. I love seeing it. Be sure to share it. And I think that is all that I have to share with you right now. So on that note, it'll probably be a couple weeks till I record again. There will be a yarn enhancing video coming out later on. So be sure to check that out. You'll see some of the things that I showed you here today because they were purchases and then I used them. So until next time, guys, have a fabulous week. And remember to keep that yarn running through those fingers. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.